Yo guys, and welcome to my review of episode 53 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, the duel between Ryugu Phaser and Yuga, or that guy. And this was another just great episode. This arc really is starting off very strong. Um, the only obviously part I don't like, and this isn't specifically Go Rush's fault, it's more of the continuation from everything in sevens, and it's that Yuga just keeps getting blindsided by, specifically maximums, but even a fusion. We started off with the nail Yugioh thing, and that's one of the greatest moments in Bridge Yu-Gi-Oh, if not normal Yu-Gi-Oh. And then, they did it again with Asana, which was, done just a lot worse. And then they waited a little bit, and they did it again with Yugioh, but only then they did it with fusion summoning. And now we're here in Go Rush. They, for a whole season, didn't do it. The only time they blindsided Yugioh was with equip spells. The time that someone got blindsided by fusion was Manabu, so that was nice. But here we are, season 2, and episode 2 of season 2, Yuga gets instantly blindsided by a maximum, and it's really getting annoying, right? It's not even the fact that he lost. I don't mind that, but it's because he lost when someone used the maximum when he didn't know they had it. It's really an annoying trope, and I hope we can move on from this now. Like, let's stop it. Let's let Yuga, lose in a more worthwhile way. Like, even though Yuga lost 4 times to Luke, at least, those were proper losses, right? Luke and Yuga both dueled well, and, Luke won every duel, deservingly. Same with his sister, but everyone else just did this, and it's like, why every time? But apart from that, every other aspect of the episode was great. I love Phaser instantly, right? He seems like a great replacement for Yugioh in the terms of, a main villain. I'm not saying that Yugioh won't appear. Again, we know from the opening that he will. But he seems like a very, very great antagonist so far. And there seems a bit more to him that we don't know yet. And I'm really excited to find out a bit more about him. And the way he found maximums, right? Yuna said that there isn't any maximum code in the Rush Duel code that they have. Could it be that Yuga, when he was creating it, he didn't put any maximum code in there? Or did he maybe just hide it from the future and, Phaser just somehow found that bit of code that Yuga hid for him to use later on? That's also possible. I feel like it's more that, right? Yuga thought, because I feel like he hid both fusion and maximum, and then when the Lug came, he used the fusion data, and then he was waiting for a moment to, use the maximum data in the future, but Phaser somehow found it and used it. That's kind of my theory, but we don't know. And another interesting thing, obviously, is the end, where we see Yuga turn into a card, and he was turned into a card by the relic. Now, is this because of Phaser himself, or is it, the creator? Who exactly is doing this? We don't really know, right? Because it then poses the question, had Yuga lost prior to this, would he have been carded? Is the loser of the Manabu Yuna duel next week also going to turn into a card? That's now a very, very interesting question. And that would mean if this is true and every time someone loses a duel they get carded, at that point it kind of seems like Yuhi is probably gonna lose to Tremolo not next week, but in 2 weeks, since we presume Tremolo is gonna duel UDS, right? At least that's what the opening says. So yeah, a lot of questions still from the beginning of the season, but again, I'm really excited to see where this all goes, and I'd love to hear your theories. What do you think is happening with that card? How do you think Phaser got the maximums? And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next week.